Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from Insecurity. Your favorite chat from Poland's here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, today, we're going to talk about a very, very interesting subject, which is going to be why women ignore handsome men, or simply, why women ignore chats. And it's a paradox in a way. It's a really strange freaking thing. But it's absolutely real, and I've certainly experienced it throughout my life. And so I would really just like to share with you guys a couple of my thoughts, my reflections when it comes to this. And the very, very first thing that we have to address here is that just look at the way society and Hollywood portrays attractive men. They're always these evil guys, okay? They're always manipulating these women. They're always harassing women. They're cheating on them. They're always very toxic in a way. They're abusing them. They're always trash talking on them, right? And it's a real thing. And also, just take a look at how society represents attractive men. We're always very gifted in a way. People think that we get free handouts in life. People think that we get all the women, that we're always like these fuckboys, right? That we have no problems. Life is just easy for us. We don't have to work for anything. People think that we're entitled, that we're not going to have any kind of work ethic, and so on and so on and so forth. But reality might be complete opposite. And I know, because I know a lot of attractive people, attractive men and attractive women, and they're usually single as fuck. They rarely have quality people around them. And their lives are very, very normal. And the kind of lives that you think that all these attractive men live, it is not real. A lot of them live normal day-to-day lives, and they have normal everyday problems, just like everyone. And so that's the very first thing that women will think of you, because there's a lot of preconceived notions and a lot of beliefs that people have about us right from the beginning. And it's just unavoidable. That's just what people will think of you. Which is why I strongly believe that when you're an attractive man, it is your job and your duty to act normal and be a normal guy. And don't think too high of yourself. And, make people laugh, make girls smile. And because you really got to ease off that burden off people. Otherwise, they're going to think you're this jerk, you're this evil guy, you have this big ego, right? And it's your job to kind of, make it easy for them. And so that's like the first problem you're going to face. People have all types of objections and beliefs about you. You're going to have this in their imagination, especially in a woman's imagination. You're a different breed. And so, which actually leads me to my second point, which is, when you're an attractive man, in most women's eyes, you are a double-edged sword. Because, on one hand, you're exciting, you're hot, you're sexy, right? You're tall, you have everything, and she's gonna enjoy the ride. But on the other hand, she wants that stability. She wants to be comfy. She wants to be loved and cared for. And she's not necessarily going to put you in that category of that loving, caring man. Straight up. And it's like with cars in a way. And I think Andrew Tate talked about this, and it's a brilliant example. A lot of women want a McLaren. They want a Ferrari or a Lambo for a weekend, right? For a one-night stand. But they don't want to have them long term. Why? Because they know what kind of consequences that come with it. With a Ferrari or a supercar for that matter, you gotta maintain it quite a lot. You gotta fix it, and it takes a lot of work. So most women would much rather settle down with some average guy, with the Ford, with the Toyota or the Chevy, and it's normal. That's what happens. That's actually what happens with a lot of women once they hit their wall, so to speak. They get older, they're done with all these Tarones, all these chats, and now they want to settle down with the good guy. They're done with their rampage. They're done being run through. Now they want to relax. They want that stability, which is normal. It's very normal. But it's kind of like, this is why women are usually very excited for us. But they will never really, I'm not talking about all women, but most women will not show it up front. They're going to be very, very subtle with it. And it's your job to kind of lower her guard in a way. Because otherwise, if you're attractive and you never really open her up in a good way, she's never going to open up to you. Really. This is your job as an attractive man. Because women usually put guys in 3 categories: ugly, average, or hot. And they're not as meticulous and as strict as we are, as when we rate our looks. A girl is not going to look at a guy and think, oh, this guy is an 8.5 and this guy's an 8.8. No, in her brain, a guy is hot. That's it. He's cute. He's attractive. He's handsome. That's it. She's not going to balance, all these guys. Hey, okay, this guy's only a 7.5. This guy's only a 7.95. No, they're not. You're either that guy or you're not, in her brain. So it's your job. And so it's really important that you don't feel jaded, that you don't feel negative about it, because it's normal. It's the same it's the same reason why a lot of men don't really want to settle down with some very beautiful woman. Why? Because they know what comes with it. All the consequences that go along with it, right? All the repercussions. They're going to have to raise their standards. They're going to have to become that man to keep that hot chick. She's going to be good for a one-night stand in most men's eyes, but she's not necessarily going to be a wifey material. They're also going to, most men, when they see a very gorgeous woman, they're going to, react the exact same way as women will towards handsome men. Men will think, whenever a man sees a really beautiful woman, he's going to think, oh, she's probably going to cheat on me. She probably has all these guys. She's probably having all these guys in her DMs, and I'm never going to get the chance. She's probably married. She probably already has a boyfriend, and on and on and on. Men will just keep telling themselves these kind of stories. And the same thing happens with women. When a woman sees a really handsome guy, she's going to think instantly, oh, this guy probably has a bunch of girls. He's probably married. He will never commit to a woman like me. He's not going to take me seriously. He's going to cheat on me. He's going to abuse me. He's going to harass me. And on and on and on. But at the same time, it's kind of like I know this is going to be a very over-the-top example, but it's like the Stockholm Syndrome. She's kind of addicted to that, in a way. Especially if she's been around the block. Which actually goes to the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And it's that a lot of women are very, very uncomfortable when their man is more attractive than them. When her guy is better looking than her. Straight up. A lot of women are not comfortable with it. And I also think that when it comes to this exact point, I found it to be really true with average looking women. Because beautiful women know they're attractive in a way, but they're also very insecure. But they like the fact that a handsome guy will commit to them. Okay? And I actually found out, by the way, this is really strange as well. Most of these really, really attractive women, they're super fucking insecure. They have no confidence. They have anxiety. They have so many second thoughts. And they're usually terrible when it comes to talking to men. They have no social skills. Straight up. Because I think it's because a lot of them have never really developed these kind of skills. Like being good with people. With talking. With just interacting with attractive men. They're not used to it. Which is why a lot of really attractive women settle down with some average guy. Or some guy who has a lot of money, but he's not necessarily attractive. he might have some status, he might have some money, he might have a lot of resources, but that's why she's committing to him, because she doesn't want to be alone, particularly when she gets older and stuff like that. But don't jeopardize it. It is normal. Women will have these kind of beliefs and notions about you. So it's your job to make it easy for them. Show them attraction. And I think when you're attractive, you can get away with a lot of things. You can sometimes be a little simp and show her too much you can actually show her too much affection and too much interest, and it's going to be okay for you. It's fine. Because women, even attractive women, she's not going to think that you're going to commit to her. Because again, in her brain, she already thinks that, oh, this guy has all these girls. He's flashy, he has money. He's never going to commit to me. And it's a big boogeyman that's kind of sitting in her brain. And so it's absolutely legit. But it's so strange though, in a way. But this is why you don't want to get it inside of you. You just have to let it be and just accept it. You're attractive and you have to own it. Because I think with a lot of men, especially if they're really good looking, they don't own it. They're ashamed of it. They're embarrassed. They're not really confident. They're not the man, which actually can destroy you. It can lower your confidence. And it's going to turn a lot of women off. Because, again, a lot of women have this, when they see you, they have this figure, they have this representation of who you should be. And when you don't match that kind of expectation that she has in her brain, it's going to turn her off. She's going to be like, oh, okay, you can be really attractive, but as soon as you open your mouth, you're like, hey, Jessica, I like your dress. She's going to be like, oh, this guy's so weird. He's ugly. Oh, he's not my type. And she's going to forget about you. So you got to own it. Okay, so it's vital for your success. So the bottom line is, just accept it. People will have a lot of preconceived notions about you, and some women will ignore you. I'm not gonna say it's all women, because that's bullshit. A lot of women really like attractive men because it's natural. And I think when you're attractive, it is real attraction that women will have for you. Versus if you're a high value man, you have a lot of money, but you're not good looking, which is actually what happens with a lot of rich guys. They have a lot of money, they have a lot of status, but they're usually fat, they have no hair, like they're not really taking care of their appearance. They have no game, they're always using their money as validation, they always want to, they want to talk to women all the time, they're always looking for their attention, and it's going to turn them off. But with you, it's really important that you have that conduct, that you have that. You need to be in your frame, in your center. It's crucial. So don't forget about it. And that's just how it is. Some women will ignore you. Because again, they're going to think you're a cheater, you're this and that. But just do your own thing and, talk to women who like you. So, thank you. Have a great day.